The Trevor Jackson Podcast.
Hey, on the walk-in, man, go ahead and hit the like button to get us into the algorithm and keep us in the algorithm. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. And if you know what I'm saying, old here and you've been supporting and checking out the content, share the show, man, just to, you know what I'm saying, keep the conversation in the algorithm. But what I want to talk about today, man, I had a good brother of mine, man, my partner Jersey. He sent me a video of Candace Owens and Nick Cannon. And they had a conversation on there that really caught my attention. It really caught my attention. Like, with the election going on, the division going on, the propaganda, the foolishness that people are spewing, it's interesting to see the divide between races, between our own race, between the male and the females in the race. It's just interesting because it's making individuals feel like an outcast. It's making people feel like they're wrong in their point of view and their perception, the way that they see things. And it's just like the OGs failed the youth. Y'all see the title of the show. The OGs failed the youth. You know, I got lildurk on the back of the screen, and I want to have a conversation about that also because it's real eye-opening and it's real interesting that people are being led down a path of destruction. But I'm going to call my partner up in a minute and have a conversation. But before I play the clip and before I call my partner, I just want to say thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for being a part of the La Familia. If you want to see us evolve, send the cash app through, man, to Wavy Neutron. I appreciate y'all. Let's get to it, though.
For us to win, but it's not really designed for anyone to win except for that top 3 or 1%. So,
and yet remarkably,
right.
And this is the thing that I can't understand because it's a paradox.
Yeah.
Black America will say, you know, this system wasn't built for us, and yet they insist on more system. Right. The first thing they do is say, we need reparations. Well, how's that going to happen? We need more government. And I just go, have you paid attention to anything that has happened in this country? Right. Have you paid attention and gone backward and understood how you got into this predicament? How you could possibly think it's almost an abusive relationship. Like the solution is I just got to go back to that person that just keeps punching me in the face. Right. That's where Black America is at right now. Right. It's almost I understand it, to be clear. I am compassionate in understanding, because of how much I've studied the history of psychology, that it was nearly impossible for Black Americans not to land up on the left-leaning side, not to believe that, you know, white people were their number one enemies. They sat down and thought, you get these people into public school and we will fill them with garbage for the first 18 years of their lives, right? So that's hard to undo, right? That you're being intentionally targeted in a government classroom, and they are selling to you every day that you are a victim on purpose. This is they want you to come out the other side and insist on more governance, because that's the ultimate goal is to recreate slavery and not even have Black Americans know that they're slaves. The perfect slave is a person that doesn't know they're a slave, right?
Hit it on the head.
And that's Black America. Black America will literally say the absolute most about how bad government is while insisting that we have more government.
I'm going to call my boy, man, but folks be hating on Candace, talking bad about Candace, but we can't be indoctrinated, man. We can't be told that the white people are holding us back when we really know what it is. We can't be divided, man, and separated and not unified. We got to be able to get some understanding. We got to be able to have the tough conversations with one another. If you disagree or if you do agree, we just got to be able to have the tough conversations, and we got to be able to deal with it and humble ourselves. Because I come to the conclusion that the biggest enemy is the government, the church, and the entertainment industry. That's just my opinion. The government, the church, and the entertainment industry. They are selling us foolishness, man. We ain't less than. We ain't hurting for nothing. We're capable of everything, man. We don't need to be dependent. We need to be unified. My perception of it, like, I don't want nothing from the government, man. The only thing that would be sufficient for them to do is create opportunity for the people. Don't give me nothing. Don't use nobody tax dollars to give me nothing. Don't tax the rich so you can have an idea to keep people dependent and keep people needy. Man, let me call my boy, man. I'm getting excited on this thing, man. Let me call my dog, man. Let me call my dog, man. I ain't even turn the Bluetooth on and get the phone together and all of that, but I gotta call my dog. Real talk, man. Real talk. Let me get the Bluetooth cracking. Call my dog, man. Salute for sending me that, man. Salute for sending me that. Real talk, man. What's good, family?
What's going on?
Man, I just want to tell you, thank you for sending me that video to watch, man. I highly appreciate that, man, because I just played the clip before I called you on the phone, and thank you for making the time to be on the show also, man. I appreciate you. But
no problem, no doubt.
I played the clip from that you sent me, man, and candaceowens was talking the talk on there, man, like the people being dependent and all of that old type of stuff is just crazy, man, to me. But when you watched that video with her on Nick Cannon, what was your perception of what you seen, fam, that caught your interest?
I think for the most part, for me, it's just trying to wake people up.
Okay.
Trying to make people aware of what's really going on behind the scenes, and that it's a bigger entity that's really controlling a narrative. And so that's, to me, that's my main takeaway, man. Just trying to break the programming that we've all received since day one.
We've all been indoctrinated with that we're less than, that we need assistance to get ahead, that you're not capable of without this education that's not even benefiting you really. It's just putting you in debt. You paying $200,000-$300,000 to go to college. Now to get a $60,000-$70,000 job. Now you in debt. She was on there speaking, man, like, whew, people need to unify, man. To be honest with you, that's what I took from that, and I took that, man. The government is using their powers and using the American people tax dollars to be able to control people and keep people dependent, fam.
Facts.
Yeah.
Hey, at the end of the day, it feels like they playing this. I feel played. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel played too, fam. I really don't want to speak specifically on the parties and who I'm voting for or whatever, though, but I'm upset with my own people. I'm upset with myself for not being aware of stuff, just looking at the headlines and not reading in depth. I'm holding the Democratic Party accountable for the foolishness that they've been doing over the last 12 years and the propaganda that they've been using like I've been looking at, they brought Beyonce out, Obama rapping with Eminem in Detroit. It's just weird to me that they're using celebrities to use. I don't know what they're using it for, because it's not going to sway me for no vote. What are you going to do for the people? That's what sway me. But it's just interesting, my brother.
I feel like that's a play on our intelligence, right? Like if we just entertain them, what was that saying? That if you give them bread and entertainment,
you give them bread and entertainment, you got them. They'll do anything for you. That's what's my boy name that dang, he ran for president back in the days too. Golly, I forgot. Not Dr. Sabi, but my boy. Shit, I forgot his name.
Is it Mowgli? Something like
Oh, that's crazy. I forgot his name. And that's my dog. I look at his videos all the time, though.
I know who you talking about. He an intellectual brother.
Give him bread and circus.
And the gist of the things is we gotta start learning to think deeper. We got to be free thinkers. We can't just go by what the media is giving us, because if you telling me it's cold outside, but you won't never let me go out there, I got a problem with that. I want to actually see, is it really cold out there or not?
Yeah.
Or are y'all out there artificially making it cold outside in front of my door, like making me believe? Like, I just want to know more, man. When they tell me, oh, they canceling Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Ice Cube disrespected the black community and stuff like that or whatever.
Yeah.
Most people just take that headline. They're like, man, cancel Ice Cube. They got a couple memes online. They'll repost the memes, share the memes. But me, I'm the kind of person, I'm sure you are too, because, you know, we're free thinkers.
Yeah.
But when I see stuff like that, I want to go see the interview that they're talking about that's making them cancel them.
In totality, you don't want to.
In totality,
not in a 60-second clip. You're not going to make an opinion and judge no human being, really.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. Because when they speak about a lot of things, like I remember when Ice Cube was getting canceled in 2020 around COVID time, when he was bringing an agenda that he wanted for the black community to Biden and to Trump. And the Republican Party was hoping to see it. And Biden administration, they just shut him down, basically. And what he was bringing was something for black people. And they say that they can't do nothing specific for African Americans in this country when they do stuff specific for other entities all the time, fam, with our money.
Right.
With our money.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think when Ice Cube, when he did that, his main message in that interview was, when he was speaking, he was saying that I'm tired of giving one party my vote without them having to work for it or have to do anything for it. He said our vote is powerful. So we got to start making some demands, and we got to see which party is going to hear our demands out and try to work with us to get this stuff accomplished. So basically, I'm not going to give you this money without receiving something in return. Like, I've been doing this all my life. Y'all got to start showing and proving. Who going to actually give me something in return?
You know what's crazy?
And so,
go ahead, keep going. My fault. I'm listening, fam. You said,
and that's one of the first, during that time period, in that situation, that was something that had caught my attention, and which made me think, like this man is speaking facts. Why are we going against this? Like, why wouldn't we want something in return for our vote instead of just empty promises?
Yeah. And they put his own people turned against him. I think
his own. They was trying to help.
Yeah, he trying to help them. That's what's crazy though. Like, they got us so indoctrinated that we can't unify with each other for an agenda. We always want to run to the master or the person that has the opportunity that they created to keep us fed, instead of us struggling for a while, or we might not even have to struggle and get something for our vote, for our work. Like, even in the work world, man, we could unify and create labor stuff and all type of stuff. If we unify, we more powerful. But they can use, like how they did Cube, like you saying, they can use propaganda and tactics to make his own people that he is representing go against them. That's weird though, fam.
Easily.
Yeah. Hey, man.
My brother.
Talk to him.
Another part, when Candace Owens, she was talking, and the media programming is so strong that it was a couple years where I couldn't stand her. I thought Candace Owens hated her own people. I'm like, she's she's a Trump supporter. She don't like black people and all this other stuff because the media put it out there like that. They chop up clips that paint her in a bad light. When she's speaking, they'll take certain parts of what she's speaking, and that make her look bad and put that out without me and others going back and reading the whole thing in totality. But once I finally checked that out and I seen what this woman had to say, I was blown away. I'm like, she's more brave than most humans out here.
Yeah, she's risking her life with the things that she's saying, actually. And a lot of people will be like, I don't like what she's saying, and I don't like that because they're in their feelings and ain't doing the deep dive. But when I listen to Candace Owens, I think she speaks more presidential than Kamala Harris. And that's not a shot at Kamala Harris, but I would rather an intellectual person that speaks well and know what they're talking about and talking about history and all of that. I would rather them be the leader of the free world than somebody that's trying to use my tax dollars to fund their agendas. What do you think about the part? Like, I'm gonna tell you my take. She said it was a part on that Nick Cannon interview where she said welfare ruined Black America. She said we was thriving better when we was independent and we had to fight for what we wanted to obtain. She said, if you look back in the 50s and the 60s, we dressed better. We represented ourselves better. We was more independent. She said, right when we started to coexist with the government and the other races and stuff, and we became dependent on what they was giving us, we lost our fight. Now we around here with bonnets and slides on. You know what I'm saying? And we waiting on the government. We out here with bonnets and slides on, and we waiting on what the government got to offer us, fam. What you think about that? Do you think welfare contributed to ruining the black race, fam?
Absolutely. Because welfare, it makes you dependent.
Yeah.
And it works to separate the household. I wouldn't say the black household, but it helps separate some white households and Hispanic households as well. Because welfare essentially is saying, I don't need a man. You know, your man, the man of the household was the provider, and they took care of you, pay the rent or the mortgage. Brought the groceries. Pay for the grocery. Put groceries on the table, right? Yeah. But if you're getting welfare, that's essentially taking place of that man. Okay, I'm gonna help you pay this rent. I'm gonna put the food on your on your table. Maybe pay for your child care, daycare, stuff like that. Yeah. So, but we got one rule: it can't no man be living in the house. And it's like, so now you feel empowered that you effectively don't need a man.
That's true. That's true. I didn't think of it like that, fam. You killed it with that. I didn't think of it like that because they're your man now. The government is your man. Yeah. And then when the kids turn 18 and they gone, you out here as a woman with nothing to offer. Don't no man want you no more. You're old. You know what I'm saying? You ain't looking like you was when you was 19, 20. You're 40 now. You ain't, don't nobody want you. Don't pump 4 or 5 kids out. Your kids gone. It's just weird. And not to say that that's only the black race, because we receive less welfare, but the compared to other races, but the impact it had on our community is what we concerned about. You know what I'm saying? And our people. You know
right.
Yeah.
Hey, that's cool. Hey, you got. See, I got family members that's on welfare, right?
Me too.
And if you notice, they've been on welfare since we can remember. Yeah. And they still on it. You know what I'm saying? And they live their life accordingly to their welfare. Like my aunt, like she'd say stuff like, why don't you just pick up a couple more hours? So I can't go over these hours. if I go over my hours, they're gonna cut my benefits.
Yeah.
Like you start to get to a point where you feel entitled to these, like to what you call them benefits, and you've been a lifelong recipient.
Yeah.
So
you killed
you
it
know
with that. Yeah. I like
that,
it.
like you said, do you feel like it makes people lazy or it takes people jobs? For sure.
Yeah.
To the point where people have no desire to get ahead in life at all because they don't want to get rid of their benefits.
They look at you like I got family members that look at me like I'm foolish for going to work. You still working that job? You still doing that? I'm living good. I got a future. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't understand it, fam, and I think that it's creating separation in all ways. Like it's creating separation from the man and the woman relationship in our community also, because black men, we are waking up. We are hearing things. We're reading things in depth because we supposed to be the providers. We the ones that got to bring the food to the table. The woman don't want no broke man. I don't want no broke woman. I'm like the women, fam. I don't want no broke chick. But the woman don't want no broke man, so we got to go get it. We got to get smarter. We got to educate ourselves. We got to evolve. And the woman is expecting to receive things. So it's got us, this election got us torn, actually, because men think that it's financially better and the world would be better up under Trump. A lot of black men, and I ain't speaking about us or nothing specifically, but a lot of black men, I see that he has the black man on lock, and it's creating a division within the family because women and homosexuals see benefits in Kamala Harris being in office. A lot of benefits. They can see what they will receive.
For sure.
And
for sure. I feel like if you are a part of the LGBT community, or we just call them maybe alphabet community, and there's no disrespect.
Yeah.
But if you are a part of that community, I don't see how you don't vote for Kamala Harris.
Facts.
Women, right, in general, for the most part, I feel like they're almost inclined to vote for Kamala Harris, especially if they're black. Now you feel even more inclined, even though it came out that she's not black, and she's lied about that, and she's continuing to go along with the lie and even hide her background. Yeah. That's a whole nother Oprah.
Yeah.
But they're making it so it's strictly identity politics, to where you identify with this person. It's nothing to do with their policies, what they're bringing to the table at all. But you're going strictly off identity politics, to where it's a lot of people out here that are feeling inclined to go with, Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
And the others that choose to go to the other side, to Trump, I feel like they are more free thinkers, because, it's easier to go with what you're inclined to go with. But if you break that cycle, it has to be a reason for you to want to do that and move that kind of way.
I feel as if he's not a career politician, and people see a benefit in Trump financially, and they can see the country being like what it has normally been, what it was. But the people that's against Trump will say that he's the R word. He's both of the R words, racist and the other one. And he's a felon, and he's done this and that and this and that. But I don't know, like, both of them is lying. She's lying. What would you prefer, a liar? He lies too, though, but it's just that it's just confusing right now who to vote for and who to. It's a conflict of interest as a whole. It just shows the amount of division that it is in the country right now, in my opinion. Yeah,
for sure. I think at this point you go with who you align more with, who your values align more with.
Yeah.
I feel like most black middle class men and women, most of us, when you really think about it, we align more with conservative ideas and perspectives and what they stand for versus the liberals. The liberal side, what's Kamala's slogan right now? Isn't it like a new way forward or something? Like we're not going backwards. You keep saying that. We're not going backwards. I don't think I actually like where they're taking this country. Like
me neither.
I don't think I like it.
I don't neither, fam. I don't like
it. I'm not okay. I don't want. I got a 14-year-old son. He's about to be 15. Mm-hmm. Like I don't want my son to be gay. Like is this the new way forward? I got a daughter.
Yeah.
I don't want her to be gay. What they choose is what they choose. Mm-hmm. But I don't want this forced on them as a new way forward of life.
Yeah, you don't want them to be watching commercials and it's promotion that it's okay to be that. We didn't grow up like that, fam. We didn't have to see that.
Exactly. It's pumped to you from everywhere. I think some of this new way forward, this agenda that's being pushed and all of that, mm-hmm. I wanted to slow down. Like can we chill?
Yeah, slow.
Can we get some border security?
Yeah.
Can we stop? And look, we don't even got a problem with immigrants. Immigrants are what make this country a great nation, right?
Yeah.
But it's different when you have illegal immigrants
getting benefits.
The floodgates were open. I think they said maybe 15 to 20 million illegal immigrants, not immigrants, not people that went through a whole process to get over here and to get their citizenship. We got illegal. That means you don't even know who these people are. You don't even know who you're letting into this country and what their plans are to do in this country.
That's a fact.
Hey, Trevor.
Talk to me.
Imagine that for your home. Right? Yeah. Imagine, because your border, without a border, a country isn't a country or a nation isn't a nation, right? You have to protect your borders so you protect the people inside of that country or that border, right?
Yeah. Did you go ahead, my fault. You got me excited, fam.
Look, I was going to say, so imagine you at your house, right? And they say, okay, we're going to open our borders up. Like to your home. That's like taking the walls away from your home and whoever is free to come in to your home now. So that takes away your security of the people living in the home. And this is essentially what they did to our country. And to me, that's scary. We don't know who these people are inside our home because they didn't go through the just due process that the immigrants that we love have went through.
That's true.
That's all we ask is.
And that makes the immigrants that did the just due process, the value of doing the just due process, they like, why do we have to do all that now? Like, that was a waste of time. Like, why do we have to do all of that? And then these people could be plotting and planning to do some sort of attack. They giving these people our tax dollars. Like, I'm befuddled by where my tax dollars is going and the decisions that they making with the money that I made. It's like somebody just jumped my fence behind my house and now this their house too. Nah.
Right.
Nah. Hey, man, I appreciate you, fam. We don't even have to keep the conversation going, fam. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I think we killed this show, man.
Likewise. Hey, the pleasure is mine, bro. Always a pleasure getting a chance to chop it up with you. You know what I'm saying? A real one. And congrats on the show, bro. I love it.
Thank you, fam. Let's do it again, fam.
All right, bro.
Real talk. Have a blessed day, family.
You too.
Yes, sir.
Later.
Give my boy some hand claps, man. Real talk. Man, what the hell going on, man? What's going on, y'all? Real talk, man. I like free thinkers. I like people with a great perspective that's concerned. Just being concerned. Just furthering the knowledge. Not reading the headline and taking it for what it is, but going in depth. People will ridicule you and talk crazy to you about a headline, but they won't go in depth. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Peace, love, plenty of abundance. Make sure you go get you some money. And I'm gone. Chill.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.